Yeah, I did change, and I'm really glad I changed.
This One's Wife, NAACP Awards. This One's Wife shamed, not once, but twice. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Some of you may not be familiar with what the NAACP Awards are. There was another of the ceremonies that took place on Saturday. It's an annual awards ceremony which is presented by the US-based National Association for the Advancement of Coloured People. It honours outstanding performances in film, television, theatre, music and literature. There are over 40 categories of the awards and they're voted on by the NAACP members. There are also honorary awards as well, which are the President's Award, the Chairman's Award, the Entertainer of the Year, the Activist of the Year, and the Hall of Fame Award. Beyoncé is the all-time leading winner with 25 wins as a solo artist. It started back in 1967, and it's been widely accepted and dubbed as the Black Oscars, Black Emmys, Black Grammys. And it has resulted in particular exposure for a wide spectrum of individuals and has aided with regard to complaints of a lack of visibility for people of colour in the entertainment industry. This One's Wife has had an involvement previously. She made an appearance at the NAACP Image Awards along with her mother Doria Ragland to receive the President's Award, an honorary award for public service connected to voting rights and anti-racism. And of course, there were many suggesting that it was another purchased award by This One's Wife. Naturally, the awards are something that matter to This One's Wife because it's another opportunity for her to have a platform whereby she can control people, draw fuel from their responses and manage her facade. It also bolsters her supposed person of colour credentials, which she utilises as when it suits her, representing the chameleon nature of the narcissist. Thus, appearing at the awards events is something that she would want to do as a consequence of the way that her narcissism can leverage it for the pursuit of the prime aims. And as I mentioned, the awards ceremony took place on Saturday, but it would appear, according to certain video outlets, that things did not go particularly well for This One's Wife. According to a channel called Royal Secrets, Danielle Brooks shamed This One's Wife at the NAACP. Actress Danielle Brooks allegedly shamed This One's Wife on stage. Brooks reportedly criticised This One's Wife's motherhood, claiming she deserved an award for being the worst mother, owing to rumours circulating about the non-existence of her children. According to the video, as the fallout from this controversial incident reverberated through the media, they would delve further into the incident. Danielle Brooks' remarks about This One's Wife took a highly controversial turn, apparently leaving the audience gasping. Brooks purportedly singled out This One's Wife, making disparaging comments about her motherhood. Unpacking the allegation, it was suggested that the crux of Danielle Brooks' comments revolved around the non-existence of the children. Brooks, in her ill-advised remarks, seemed to lend credence to those unfounded speculations, seemingly criticising This One's Wife's motherhood, and said that she should receive an award for worst mother. According to the video, Brooks's comments caused an immediate uproar. Social media platforms ignited with reactions ranging from outrage at the insensitivity to a display of support for This One's Wife. It also reignited discussions about the responsibility of public figures to spreading unverified information and the potential repercussions that follow. Well, Danielle Brooks is not somebody that I'm familiar with, but she was evidently at the awards ceremony and looks to have thrown, as is commonly called, shade at This One's Wife. Such behaviour would naturally be problematic for this one's wife. It's an awards ceremony that she has attended before and that she purchased an award from, that it's an event that she would want to be identified with so she can play her race card. And furthermore, for a person of colour to criticise her in the manner that has been done is naturally challenge fuel, but then is amplified as a consequence of the apparent reportage by this video outlet. It represents a significant threat to her control, suggesting that she is a poor mother, and to have a person of colour levelling that criticism at her so that this one's wife wouldn't be able to deploy her much-used "you're a racist" allegation. But it doesn't end there, apparently, because according to another YouTube channel called UK Royal Trends, the NAACP Awards descended into chaos on Saturday night after this one's wife crashed the ceremony uninvited. What transpired on stage was a scene ripped from reality television. A flustered stagehand advised presenter Queen Latifah of this one's wife's arrival. This one's wife emerged from the backstage wings with a smile plastered on her face. The audience erupted in a mixture of gasps and confused murmurs. Dressed in a gown more suited for a red carpet than a civil rights awards show, this one's wife appeared oblivious to the awkwardness that she had created as she approached the stage, expecting a microphone and a welcome introduction. Latifah met her with a steely gaze. "Excuse me, Duchess," Latifah said, her voice with barely concealed iciness. "This is a private ceremony for nominees and distinguished guests." The audience held its breath. This one's wife, clearly taken aback, stammered an apology, saying she realised that she had received incorrect information about the event. However, Latifah wasn't buying it. "With all due respect," Latifah continued, her voice rising slightly, "NAACP Awards honour those who dedicate their lives fighting for racial equality. Was that your intention tonight?" This one's wife murmured something about wanting to show her support, but Latifah cut her off. "This isn't a photo opportunity, Duchess. This is about recognising the struggle for black lives in America." Latifah continued with a tirade against this one's wife, and then grasped Tao's arm and firmly removed her from the stage. This one's wife's face flushed with humiliation as she cast a look of desperation at the audience before disappearing backstage. Well, well, well. This one's wife has Danielle Brooks criticising her motherhood, and then when she attempts to enter the stage uninvited, Queen Latifah basically shoots her down and escorts her off the stage. This was also reported on UK Royal Trends. Queen Latifah pushed this one's wife away at NAACP Award, and on Royal Secrets. Queen Latifah totally destroys this one's wife on the NAACP Awards stage, calling her a phony mum. And on Royal Reposts, Queen Latifah excludes this one's wife from 55th NAACP Image Awards. And on UK Royal Trends, Queen Latifah totally humiliated this one's wife at the NAACP Awards stage. And it was also, in various forms, repeated on Regal Reposts, Royal Review, Royal Reigns, GB UK Royal, and UK Royal Secrets. Well, quite the outcome there. And thus, this one's wife being apparently humiliated in such a way and covered in various video outlets, which range from several hundred views to several thousand views, naturally, this is a major event that would attract the attention of the mainstream news. After all, there is the usual focus upon the royals, particularly this one's wife, and also in relation to the Princess of Wales, following what's been called Kate Gate. Undoubtedly, the press are going to be all over this. Carly Johnson for the Daily Mail writes, NAACP Image Awards 2024. Queen Latifah, 53, makes 4 epic outfit changes and addresses pay inequality for black actresses as she hosts ceremony second year in a row. Oh. So it doesn't make mention of the fact that she dressed down this one's wife and escorted her off the stage. and there's no mention of Danielle Brooks's allegations of her being a poor mother. And I don't need to read through the article for you, which shows various different pictures of the costume changes that Queen Latifah engaged in and shows some of the guests at the ceremony and talked about the various nominees. Usher making an appearance, Oprah presented an award for Entertainer of the Year, the CEO of the NAACP presented the President's Award to Usher, and Taraji P. Henson won the award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in The Colour Purple as Shug Avery. Fantasia Barrino was the recipient of Outstanding Actress in a Motion Picture. And The Colour Purple had a variety of different wins. So, all good news for those people. And continues telling us who the various nominees and award winners were. But no mention whatsoever of the apparent bust-up with this one's wife. Nothing about her storming the stage. Nothing about Danielle Brooks giving her a dressing down in relation to motherhood. Nothing from Queen Latifah taking her to task. And indeed, if one looks across the various news items in relation to this event, Deadline make mention of it, the event, but nothing in relation to Queen Latifah or Danielle Brooks and this one's wife. And it's similar for The Mirror, Entertainment Weekly, Variety, People.com, Yahoo Movies, AOL.com, NAACP's own page, Yahoo News New Zealand, Glazier, ThisDig.com. All of these mainstream media and lesser-known media sites cover the awards, but none of them make mention of anything concerning what Danielle Brooks purportedly said about this one's wife, nor is there anything in relation to what was purportedly undertaken by Queen Latifah in relation to this one's wife. Interesting, isn't it? Now, in the comments to these various videos, you can see people saying, good, glad that she got telling off, glad that she got put down, etc. But what's quite clear is what those various videos, which are all of a similar nature, all from fairly small subscribed channels, utilising UK or Royal or Regal in the title, and utilising robot voices, that information is false, is libelous, and out lies about this one's wife. Now, before any of you start going, oh, HG, this is clickbait, you made me think that it was real. No, this isn't clickbait. What it is drawing your attention to something which was purported to have occurred, but quite clearly did not. These channels repeatedly engage in this behaviour, some of these channels getting thousands of views, propagating lies about this one's wife. Now, as you know, I'm no defender of this one's wife. I'm here to expose her narcissism, and I find much of her behaviour distasteful. Nevertheless, what I am an advocate of is the utilisation of appropriate evidence. And here, there is no evidence whatsoever that the incidents with Danielle Brooks and Queen Latifah ever took place and that they have been manufactured by these videos. That the people behind these videos have made up lies in order to get clicks, to get likes. And as can be seen by some of the comments, people believe it. And what this does is create two problems. It obscures legitimate information about this one's wife, and it gives credence to her complaints that she is being picked on, that she is suffering from the haters. I know some of you think that she may well be behind these various channels, but the number of them and the output that comes from them suggests that it's really just some kind of farm that's there to try and make money off propagating lies about her. But it is problematic because it causes people to believe these things about her which aren't true, and it gives ammunition to her supporters to say, look, there are lies that are said about her. which then deflects from the actual lies that she engages in and the poor behaviour that is reported on, so that it's no wonder that certain of her supporters turn around and say, don't believe that happened, there are lots of lies, look at all of this nonsense about Danielle Brooks and Queen Latifah, and where she apparently turned up at something else where she was uninvited. Now you're saying that she turned up at this event when she wasn't invited, or she sought to take the microphone. Don't believe you, when in actual fact it happened. And thus, it's important to demonstrate that these videos are unhelpful, and that it is important to go to the evidence when making an assessment about the effects of a person's narcissism. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.